do ordinary things in an extraordinary way. Certain things went well, but certain things need more wisdom. But from this past experience, it's molded me today who I am. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm going to share with you what the past experience of the younger. The first younger Jack is the Maggie man. I really like instant noodle. Every time I eat an instant noodle, I feel the world is peaceful. There is one time I feel, Jack, I should try something extraordinary, which I set a plan for myself. I set a 1 minute time limitation for myself to finish up a big bowl of instant noodle. To be specific, it's Maggie mee. So what I actually ready, I took out my stopwatch from my father's church, and I ready a big bowl of instant noodle in front of me. Once I press on the button of the stopwatch, I start inhaling the right in front of me. Halfway through my inhaling process, I feel that my stomach couldn't withstand the large amount of instant noodle going through my stomach from my stomach. So in the end result, I puked, I rushed to the toilet and puked all the noodles out. Wasted. That's the time I feel that instant noodle wasn't that great at all. The second younger Jack is as a ghost rider. My hobby during my primary school was cycling. I always cycling with my neighbor every afternoon. The wind blew to my face, and the adrenaline rush gave me from the need for speed go through my entire body. Cycling. One day I suggested to my neighbor, bro, you should do something extraordinary. So we took on the bike and took it to the top of the downhill slope, a very steep downhill slope, and we had to descend there. All of you guys are thinking, hey, come on, this is a very easy part, just going down the slope. As I said, it's an extraordinary event. Let me rephrase it again. I took on the bike, descending from the downhill with a very steep slope, of course of bicycle, with the brake malfunction. So my friends took the first, because I told him that, hey, you should go for the first try. So he accepted. He took on the bike, pulled it to the top of the downhill, and descended. And going through the long straight path of the straight line, success. Since I was, hey, if you can do it, challenge accepted. I took on the bike to the steep hill again, right on the bike, descending from the downhill. The speed keep on accelerating, which everything went smoothly this moment, until a car turned in to my direction. And the direction is opposed me. So all of a sudden I panicked. I turned my bicycle away, and to avoid the car, which ended up I rushed into the bush. From that incident, I only suffered a little minor injuries, which is nothing for me. But what I felt during that time, I feel like I just crossed paths with the deaf God. Maybe because the deaf God think that, hey, you are still young kid, so he just pity me and he just ignored me and he didn't accept it. The third younger Jack as an Iron Man. During my primary school, before I went to school, there's one thing I always concerned about. I always concerned about whether my handkerchief is on my pocket. Okay, this is my handkerchief. If the handkerchief is not in my pocket, I didn't feel secure for the whole day. At school. So you can call me, during that time you can call me handkerchief. There's one day when before I went to school, I just have a check on my pocket. And the handkerchief is not in my pocket. So I search here, I search there, and finally I found one in my bag. But I know that handkerchief was used the day before, so it's dirty. But I need it so badly. So what I do, I take the handkerchief off, I go to the sink and go to wash it. After I wash it, I put it back in my pocket. Well, maybe you guys feel that it's disgusting. Yes, it is. Because it's too wet. The handkerchief is too wet and just put it in the pocket. So what should I do next? I should dry it, right? So, but what is the quickest way to dry it? All of a sudden, I think of a way. Try to go near the iron. I on the switch. I adjust the level of hotness to the maximum, so it can dry it fast. So I put on the iron. My handkerchief is on my chest. Whoa! You can hear the sound of the evaporating. The vapor, the smells of the vapor sounds fresh air to me. So I keep on ironing. That's not good. Keep on ironing until, because I pull down too low, and it burns my stomach. Yeah, this stomach, and this scar left with me up to today, and it will last forever. But from that incident, I feel very lucky. Because I didn't take the iron to paste it in my body. If not, how could an iron mark? And I'm definitely the first Iron Man before the Robert Downey Jr. So ladies and gentlemen, all this experience I went through supposed to be ordinary, but I made it extraordinary. Was I terrified? Yes, I agree. But did I regret? No, because you never know unless you try. So this past experience taught me the current me and the future me. Always think twice before we act, because it might come out to be more serious than what you want. With that, back to you, Postmaster of the evening.